gearing up for a challenge that will see them run, walk or even hop at the length of one of London's tube lines to support rough sleepers during the coronavirus pandemic. Those taking part will have to complete the 44,774 step or 21.2 mile length of the Circle line, raising funds for the Single Homeless Project. Well, I'm joined by the charity's head of fundraising, Agata Eliot, and one of those taking part, Simon Idio. Hello to both of you. Agata, first, just tell us a little more about the Single Homeless Project.
That's absolutely fine. So Single Homeless Project is a charity that is supporting roughly 8,000 people who are homeless and at risk of homelessness in London. We do that by providing bed spaces in our hostels, but also by supporting people in the community, those ones who otherwise would be at risk of becoming homeless.
How bad is the situation during the coronavirus pandemic then?
Well, the situation has been really tricky for us, very difficult really as a charity, because obviously there is a huge number of people who are sleeping rough on London streets, and that was the key problem that we had in London. We wanted to make sure that all people who are at risk of contracting the virus would be placed in secure accommodation. And therefore, we worked very closely with the GLA and local authorities to place those people who are at the highest risk of contracting the virus in London hotels. And we did that in the borough of Camden, Islington, Newham, and Wandsworth. And this way, we ensured that people who could potentially catch the virus were safe and able to self-isolate in hotel rooms.
And indeed, there was this commitment from the government to keep the most vulnerable off the streets and into hotels. So has that happened or not?
Yes, so obviously that was the first step for us to ensure that people who are the most vulnerable are safe. Now we have a big job to do to ensure that those people will continue being safe, and we'll provide them with accommodation which is safe, secure, and would enable them to be independent. And therefore, again, we are working with the GLA to ensure that we would move at least 300 people to private sector accommodation which is safe. And at the same time, we'll be providing them with a wraparound support around their health needs, which is really important. And it is both physical and mental health needs.
All right, let's turn to Simon. Hello to you, Simon. Just before we talk about what you're doing for the project, just tell us, if you would, about your situation and why you became homeless.
Yes, I became homeless in September 2018 after a falling out with my family. I left, then became estranged from them, still estranged to this day. After about 6 months of going from different hostels and assessment centres, I was deemed to be suitable for the Single Homeless Project, and I was referred to them, and I've been a part of them since April 2019.
Was that a hard thing, leaving home to start with? I presume it's a really unknown world, something that no one's used to until they have to be there.
Yes, absolutely. But the situation called for it. The situation was quite bad at my household. I was 21 at the time. So I wasn't exactly a young boy, but still young in the grand scheme of things, entering life and moving out for the first time. So it was difficult. And like I say, the first few months were difficult, moving here and there. But it was really the Single Homeless Project that really began to, when I became a client with them, that was really when my life began to get back on track. So that's just over a year ago.
And you've been able to manage during the pandemic, have you?
Yes, I have. SHP has been incredibly supportive during this pandemic. They've been delivering food parcels to the different hostels. One of the ones I'm included at. They've also been calling regularly the clients, daily welfare checks, just to see how the clients are. So I've definitely felt included, which is one of the main purposes of SHP, is the social inclusion. So I definitely felt included during this pandemic. Yes.
Are you the athletic type then? What are you doing to raise funds? I mean, it's a tall order. I don't think I could do necessarily 44,000 steps, the equivalent of the Circle line.
Yes, it's one step at a time. I am naturally athletic, and when the Circle Challenge was first suggested to me, it was something I was definitely interested in, because during this pandemic, it's quite difficult, say, to be productive since employers are keeping their employees at home. So when this challenge was first suggested to me, it really galvanized me, and it coincided perfectly, really, with the new routine that I was trying to implement into my daily life, because into this new normal that's as a result of the COVID-19.
And what does that do for you to be able to engage in something like this? I mean, that's your love, isn't it? You're sort of an outdoor person, I guess, as someone who's athletic. So this is a form of exercise.
Yes, exactly. That's a form of exercise that I do in my garden every single day. Like I said, I do that normally, but having this challenge as a goal and having a pedometer to literally measure the steps and to look at after each. I have it right now. Let me fetch it. Having a pedometer, so after I complete my exercise, I can look and actually record the steps, which I haven't done in my life previously. It gives a new sense of purpose these days to when I wake up.
Is there a time scale you've got to do it in? Is there a time that you have to do this challenge in?
Yes, 60 days. The ship gave us 60 days in total, so that's plenty of time. I've already done. I'm almost finished the 44,000 steps already. I'm going to smash it, really. But yes, they gave us plenty of time, so anyone can really embark on this. That's the thing. They gave us plenty of time. It's really not like a competition. It's more to just support clients and give them a goal and a purpose.
All right, and very quickly, Agata, just how much are you hoping to raise through this?
Well, so our goal at the moment is to raise altogether £20,000. However, our clients like Simon decided to set up their own fundraising page, and their current target is £5,000. So it's one of those things. If people feel they would like to take on the challenge, that's fantastic, and they can just set up, the page on Just Giving and just link it up with our charities, SHP or Single Homeless Project. Whereas some people may want to sponsor Simon and his colleagues who are currently doing the challenge, and the team set up their own fundraising page, which is called Team SHP Clients page. So if you go to Just Giving and you type Team SHP Clients, you'll be able to find them and hopefully help us or help them to achieve their target and their goal.
All right, we'll leave it there. Good luck. Well done, Simon. That's Agata Eliot and Simon Idio talking about the SHP project.
Thank you.
Stay with us on Sky News. Coming